I've been thinking about the point of this video. It's been heavily delayed, and to be honest, the reason is because I feel a bit burnt out. As a content creator in an extremely niche category, I found a bit of success on YouTube. I'm still a very small channel, but I've managed to gain a following that supports me, from EUC communities to even other EV brands, and most importantly, the riding community. Recently, however, I felt this channel has been too business focused. I'm able to hire a videographer and produce high quality content. However, it all comes at the cost of this channel just becoming very sponsor oriented. It also has a lot of pressure to deliver high quality content in a way that I didn't feel represented me. I needed this trip to go find a friend who has managed to find extreme success in making only content once in a while and only doing it whilst he has fun. I'm hoping he could offer me some insight in his procedures and his mentality. Most of you guys will already know who he is, and that's none other than Mr. Kuji Rolls. Whilst on the way to DALI, I also unfortunately got a bag stuck in my wheel.
I'll kill my car.
Kuji has clearly anger issues. Taco. Now we're having tacos in DALI. Now, to put this in perspective, Kuji basically moved from Beijing, China, which is the capital of China, with a bunch of people, to somewhere where there's a whole lot less. DALI. And where have you been?
I've been here, just chilling, doing.
So you have two K6s.
Yeah, I have the links.
Yeah.
And I plan on doing a video of those.
I mean, even as someone who makes videos for EUCs, I'm also excited for your links video. I'm like on the same boat as everyone else, you know?
You want to watch my videos?
I want to watch your videos. Everyone wants to watch your videos. People still want that like action, like that Kuji vibe that no one else can replicate.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time to edit and film those videos.
Yeah.
And I've gotten tired, so I've been like doing other things. But
How long does it take for you to shoot like a links video, for example?
Well, probably want to ride it around for at least a week pretty heavily to understand how I feel about it.
Yeah.
And then I'll write the script. That'll probably be a few days because I'm procrastinating and thinking about the things I want to do. And eventually I'll film, and that's probably like a 3 or 4 day endeavor.
Okay.
And then it takes me about a week and a half to edit. So that's if I'm working like basically.
So you're basically looking at like at least 3 weeks.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks is probably if I'm working pretty hard on the video to get one of those videos out. And that drains me physically and mentally. Like, very, very much so.
You told me last time after the V13, you're like, I'm gonna have to take a break. Like, you were like, this is so tiring.
Yeah.
You finished the video, you were like, I'm burnt out.
Yeah, I mean,
even before that,
I've got burned out since I came to here.
The V13 video was, I think, a month or 2 months after the master video as well.
Yeah.
So you took a break from the master, then you went into the V13 video. V13 took a lot of energy, and then you also took, like, well, you haven't published a video in like 6 months, something like that. Yeah, something like that. Is it V13's been out? Yeah, I guess a year. Yeah.
So it's been I just do the videos when I feel like it, and I feel like I want to do the K6 video. I enjoyed writing it. It's just the filming part is exhausting. So I'm realizing, like,
you know, EUCs are fun. It's been 10 plus years. You've been riding for what, like 8 plus? 9?
Yeah, since like 2016, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, you're not really moving on. Like, is it a part of your identity, would you say?
I just get interested in things, in different things all the time. So I'm constantly changing my interests, and my passion for wheels I still like riding, but I'm not obsessed with trying to improve the wheel. Like when I first started making these videos, I was like, I like these wheels. I was dreaming about them. Like, I don't like how slow they are. I don't like how weak they are. I wish I could do some other stuff with them. Make them fucking stronger and faster and more fun for me to ride. And actually, I work for Ninebot in Beijing to try to get them to do that, but they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So,
do you think we're there? Do you think we've reached like what you've kind of dreamed of in terms of performance?
Well, I don't really have many ideas that can vastly improve upon the wheels that are available today. So my influence for trying to change the industry isn't, I don't have many ideas there. So I'm just gonna let them do the thing they want to do, and I'm gonna ride the wheels that they make. But like when there's something frustrating about the wheels that they're making, then that's when I get involved. But it's exciting though. Speed and power is exciting. But on the other side is liability, and I'm not sure where to draw the line, because personally I want wheels that are faster, but I know that it might not be the best for the industry if that happens.
Also, wind resistance is a huge thing, right? Like at a certain point, the amount of wind at 80, 90 kilometers an hour on an EUC while you're trying to lean forward and the wind is trying to push you back.
Yep. You need to fight.
Whoa, this is so trippy. Nice spiral staircase. What? Yo, this is the... Wow. Yo. Yo, doing a review here is sick. Wow. Very nice. But this is sick. This is like a patio made from mirrors. And there is a bee chasing me. Wow, you don't realize how difficult it is to kind of talk and vlog. Also because DALI's elevation is pretty high, so I'm a bit out of breath. More than I usually am already. Holy shit. What a fucking view. This hotel is sick. This hotel is really sick.
This is the best place to ride when it's
Yeah.
not so crowded.
I see a Diandong over there.
That is,
I see these are rideshare.
they recently incorporated some slow motorized vehicles here,
Yeah.
but I know that these are not allowed.
If those are allowed, these should be totally allowed.
Logically, yes, but no.
Oh, you can hear the CST tire going by. Whoa. Oh my fucking god! Oh! Why did you go through that so fast?
So I can get you wet.
You made me wet.
Holy shit.
Kuji made me wet. Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Like you were saying,
You can basically charge where the fuck you want.
yeah.
They'll just, like, you go in for a meal or a drink, you're like, hey, can I use your charger? They're like, sure.
Even like a convenience store, because everyone like drives or rides like an electric bike or something, so they're used to it. They're used to people like, and most of the time you don't have to like tip them, but sometimes you have to. Sometimes I'll ask, but very rarely.
You should
in
be
my
a patron
experience.
of their
Yeah, yeah, just out of respect.
So the plan was that we were going to go off-roading, but we were hit with rain, so we decided to go off-roading with the guys locally the day after. What we did instead was decide to drive a Tesla all the way up to a mountain and decide to take our EUCs to wherever we saw a path.
Kuji, where the fuck are we?
What?
Where are we?
Somewhere in the mountains. Okay. Got this?
Yeah, let's go.
It's actually really interesting to ride this high up in the mountain, as some of the locals here have probably never come down from the mountain, and they've definitely never seen an electric unicycle before.
I said easy off-road.
So much mud and rock had accumulated inside of my wheel that it actually broke the mud guard, as you can see in this footage. Kuji and I both love EUCs, but I was starting to realize that the truth is that EUCs are so niche, which is the beauty of it, but at the same time, it's not realistic for this to become a career, at least not from a content creation standpoint. And so, if it wasn't a monetary gain, I wanted freedom. I wanted to capture any footage freely. So the day after, we met up with the local Enduro mountain bike club, and they took us through some of their trails.
No, you just lost balance there, man. You weren't ready for it.
Well, I would have recovered if I had traction.
Let me bookmark that. Okay, nice.
And because of the rain, the terrain had become difficult to ride with an EUC to have any sort of traction.
Don't want to fall off. Doesn't matter. See? Nice and soft.
Alright. Tell me about the pedals.
Okay, so I'm going to show you guys the e-rides pedals that Uffy's kindly sent out.
Afis, who has been a long-term friend, sent out these spiked pedals that allow for better grip with your wheel, which really came in handy that day. It also comes with adjustable front and rear plates, and it also gives the wheel a little bit of color. They are working to reduce the weight, but you can check out these pedals at the eRides online store.
So, okay, rather than going through like the 20 different things that are different between the Hero 11 and the Ace Pro, I'm just gonna go over the differences that make the most sense to me, that are really important to me. So the first thing let's talk about is the flippable screen. The screen is beautiful, and you do get a really nice view if you're doing a vlog style video. But the problem with this is if you're shooting ahead, this is all good. You're turning it back on yourself, it doesn't have that front screen. So you have to lift the screen up again, and then you're shooting ahead, got to turn it back. So that becomes a little bit annoying, whereas on the GoPro, you do have this. You do have this, which does come in handy. You don't got to flip the screen. The second thing is the replaceable lens. So with the Ace Pro, you don't have a replaceable lens. You can't twist this off. I did buy a cover for it just to protect against some scratches, but you can't replace this. But within the warranty period, what Insta has told me is that they'll replace this lens at a cost that is actually cheaper than buying a lens cover from GoPro. But the annoyance still is that if you do damage your camera, really you want to be able to swap it out, right? If you fall on your GoPro, it damages the lens, swap it out and you're ready to go again. You don't want to keep shipping back and forth. So I'd still say that the GoPro wins on that front. What the GoPro doesn't win on is battery life. So I have these two, and these are both official GoPro batteries, right? The white one that comes with your Hero 11 and Hero 12, and then the blue one. Now, in my experience, I've had so many recordings that are just abruptly stopped, even though the battery is still at 30%, and I'm not sure why. And then the prompts will always say low battery life, but then they're still like 30%, they're still like 50%. I don't understand why, and they're not third-party batteries. Whoops. They're official batteries. So I don't like that about the Hero 11, and even when it does work, it doesn't last nearly as long as the Ace Pro. So now the last two things that I felt was a huge difference was the hyperview. So on the GoPro, you're actually able to get a much wider field of view with the hyperview, whereas in the action mode, it's basically comparable to the GoPro's super view. So if having a really wide field of view is what you want, then go with the Hero. The last thing, which is the most important thing for me, is the low light capability. So this has a bigger sensor than the GoPro 11 or the 12. So there's often times where we're caught out in the forest and the sun's going down. So around 4 or 5 p.m., especially in the winter, you're getting very little light in the forest. And so then the image starts looking a little bit shit. So really, the Ace Pro shines there. Let me show you the clips of the low light capabilities of the Ace Pro. I think it's time to say goodbye to GoPro, to be honest. I really do like Insta, and I really like what the company represents. They haven't paid me for this review. I really just wanted the product for myself. I use the Go 2, Go 1, X1, X2, X3, so I'm a huge fan of the product and the company. And I'll leave a link down in the description if you're interested in picking up an Ace Pro. And I think it's time to say goodbye to GoPro, unfortunately. Off beaten path. So let's just head back and make our way down. When you go out exploring and riding, you gotta know your limits. When you keep pushing them and you keep pushing them too far, that's where you get in serious trouble.
If this channel isn't about money or making the big bucks that appeals to big audiences, then it has to be a representation of me. I've started to feel disconnected from my channel, and going forward, this will not be a channel that will be partnering with sponsors where they feel they can dictate what I say. The Ace Pro will be my #1 tool going forward. It'll help me capture most of the footage I want whilst letting me feel natural and genuine doing it. I will no longer allow money to dictate my ideas and my expression. My new job will allow me to purify this channel, as money will no longer be the purpose. Though I was looking for Kuji on this DALI trip, what I ultimately found was the future direction of this channel and myself. Thanks for watching this video and your continued support. I'll see you guys soon.